So guys, the video I'm bringing you today is my top 3 ARs for the new Warzone Urzikstan that's going to be dropping tomorrow. I haven't been really consistent with the long form videos at the minute because I was playing multiplayer, leveling all my guns up, getting the camo. Now that everything's leveled up and we've got the interstellar camo and stuff like that, that's all out the way. Now I can show you guys what I think my top 3 ARs are going to be. Now I've done a bit of testing and this is the 3 that I've come up with that I think is going to be possibly up there in the meta. Now this is just personal preference, this is my own opinion. I'm not saying this is the guns you need to use, but this is ones I think are going to be best for Urzikstan. If you like this type of content and it helped you out in any way, please don't forget to drop us a like, hit that sub button and bang the noti bell so you don't miss the next upload, because we're going to be bringing plenty of MW3 content to the channel. Let's get into it. So guys, the gun I'm going to start with is the Holger. Also, I do want to say I'm going to throw a little bonus gun in there at the end. I know it says in the thumbnail 3 ARs, but I have got a bonus one that I was messing around with last night when I was testing, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to chuck that in anyway. It's a little bit of a wild card. I've not seen anybody talk about how it fires and stuff like that, so I'll show you that at the end of the video. But we're going to start with the Holger straight in there. Now we're going to go with the Spitfire suppressor. I think it's the best in my opinion, and obviously it's going to be a meta suppressed meta because the red dots are back on the minimap, so that's what we're going to be going with. We're then going to move on to the Krios 6 match barrel. That's what I'm going to be running. And then this scope here, the Eagle Eye, I think that's going to be one of the meta scopes in Warzone. It's so clean. It's honestly, I don't know if I'll show you when we get into the firing range, but it's honestly super clean. I definitely recommend that for your scope. It's up to you, obviously, it's total personal preference, but for me, I think that seems to be the one to go for. RB Addo assault stock, that's what I'm running, and then the 40 round mag. The reason why I put this gun in third is because it is a little bit more harder to control than the other guns, but it does hit like a truck. I think this is going to be absolutely solid if you can control your recoil, which I mean isn't too bad. You can still control it, but over range when people are zipping around and are moving, it definitely is going to be one of those harder used guns, but it is definitely one I think you should use in your loadouts. So the gun I have in second spot, surprise surprise, the MCW is in there. MCW for me is honestly going to be, I think, definitely up there with the meta. It has to be because it's one of the most easy to use guns. The recoil pattern is almost non-existent. There's like it just goes kind of straight up, but it's very easy to control. Great damage. I think over range it might just be a little bit softer, but I'll show you the build. Let's get into it. So I'm going to be using, as I was explaining in the last gun, the Spitfire suppressor. That's a no-brainer really. The MCW Cyclone long barrel, for me it seems to be the best one since I've been testing it. Again, we're going to be using the Eagle Eye scope, the Regal heavy stock. Now I tested this against an underbarrel, and the Regal heavy stock just seemed to have a better recoil pattern than anything else that I tested, so I went with the heavy stock. Then obviously the 60 drum mag, because if you're playing quads or whatever, then fair enough. I mean, you could swap that out if you wanted to a 40 if you're doing duels or whatever, but for me 60 all the way, man. So here we are on the firing range with the MCW, and honestly it actually has got great movement on it as well. Like for an AR, it's kind of quick, to be fair. It doesn't feel like doesn't feel heavy, clunky, anything like that. Look at that, it's just so easy to control. I think this is going to be everybody's go-to when Warzone drops. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below, what guns you're going to be using. But let's get on to number 1. So guys, out of all the ARs, this is definitely going to be my number 1 gun that I'm taking into Warzone tomorrow, the DG58. Now this reminds me a lot of the AUG from Verdansk days. It absolutely slaps. It's got crazy magazine size, 60 rounds. It hits at range, and it has basically no recoil. It's absolutely brilliant. But I'm going with the Bruin heavy support for the undergrip, and we're going to be using the suppressor like always, the Spitfire one like I've been using on the previous ARs. Barrel is the DG56. That's the barrel I'm running, and then again we're going to be running the Eagle 2.5 scope. But let's just show you how it handles. Look at that, it's literally zero recoil. I think this thing is going to actually just missed it there with my thumb. I let my stick go there, but as you can see, I think this is going to be the AUG 2.0 in Warzone. It absolutely slaps, and I cannot wait to use it tomorrow to see how it handles and performs in the actual Warzone itself. So guys, like I said at the start of the video, I had a little bonus gun that I was going to show you at the end, and honestly I haven't seen anybody talk about this gun, and I just want to put it out there in case anybody is interested in seeing how it handles. And I was quite surprised when I was testing it last night. I was like, oh wait a minute. So we'll go over here, I'll show you the build that I came up with, and how it handles in the firing range. So the bonus gun I've been talking about is the SVA. Now, I haven't really been a big fan of this gun until I noticed when I switched it into single fire that it actually became like a burst gun, and it has literally no recoil. It's actually crazy. So as soon as you turn it from fully automatic to a burst or single fire, it goes from having kind of hard left recoil to literally nothing. So this is a build that I came up with. These are obviously I tested multiple different attachments, and in the end this is a build that obviously I ultimately came to. So 60 round mag, of course, the Bruin heavy support underbarrel, the Spitfire suppressor, the STV precision barrel, and of course the Eagle Eye 2.5 scope. So let's go into the firing range and I'll show you how it handles. So here we are, and like I was saying before about the hard left recoil, this is some examples of the recoil pattern. Obviously it's in full auto, it's a little bit harder to control like this at range. You can still control it, but you feel like you're fighting it a lot. But as soon as you turn it into single fire, look at this. Like, how crazy is that? It's a tap fire, so obviously you need to, it's a burst fire, sorry, so you need to like tap it. But I feel like this could be kind of like a dark horse in Warzone. It's something I've not seen a lot of people speak about, but look at that, there's literally no recoil. So you're going from hard left to basically this. See me tapping as fast as I can. Look at that, it's literally gone nowhere. So I think that's going to be a dark horse in Warzone. Let me know if you pick this gun up and use that, and let me know what you think about it. I'm definitely going to give it a try and see how it performs. So guys, that's going to be it for the video today. Thank you all for watching. If the video did help you in any way, please don't forget to leave a thumbs up, smash that sub button, bang the noti bell so you don't miss the next upload, and I'll catch you on the next one.